This week, I walk you through all the steps we follow to get moving. Then we sail to Guadeloupe, where we visit a botanical garden and hike a very non-existent trail. We made it, but we got a little wet.
'Cause even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh.
All right, good morning. So we're about to head off to Guadeloupe, and when we leave on these passages, we go through, well, really when we leave any anchorage, we go through a list. So we'll go through the list. That's the list. So I need to go. There are a couple of things I've done on here already. I've checked oil. I just did all the oil changes, so I know that's good. The dinghy is secure, ladder's folded up, and we don't do Iridium Go anymore. So all the other stuff we got to do. So check villages first. Oh, there is some water in there. Looks all right. So next is to go do some of the outside stuff. So walking the deck is pretty important. You want to go and check all the rigging and make sure there aren't like things on the deck that you should be concerned about. So I'll take a look at rigging, make sure that pins are still there and everything feels right. While I'm here, I'll set jib car. We're going to be going south. We're going to have a wind, or the wind is going to be probably right on our beam, and so I think the jib cars are fine where they are, just in the middle. Look at the furler, and still fine in there. This all looks all right inside of there. You also want to look and see if there are any screws or anything laying on the deck, because if something falls out from up there, then you probably have a problem. On the cars here, the screws sometimes can get loose. It's been a while since that's happened, and I can see visually that they all look okay. When we were making a crossing to BVI, this came undone. There's no way to put seizing wire on it that I can tell, because there's no hole on the other side. And so I just check it every time to make sure that that's tight and feels okay and looks okay here. I don't see any chafe in the reef here. This chafes in here, but I have yet to see it chafe, and I don't know if we'll be reefing today. Maybe. We'll just have to see what the wind looks like when we get out there. They're all cracked. Not seeing any stuff on the deck. So I think we're okay up here. Like I said, I've already secured the dinghy. You use straps to strap it down, because the boat's going to be moving like this, and the dinghy's heavy, and you could do a lot of damage if it's not secured. So I'm just closing lifelines. Let's see. Close the laundry vent, and then we'll go unzip the sail, because we know we're sailing today. Might as well close it. It's not like we're going to do laundry while we're underway. In versions of this boat that do not have a lounge. They use German sheeting. We have a Traveler. So, and we move it over to the side while we're at anchor to get the sun. So I'm gonna move back. So sometimes it's hard, especially at night, to see exactly where the Traveler is. And so I've stitched into the Traveler line the markers. So like red is the middle. All right, now that's in the center. Let's go and zip the sail bag. That's kind of it. That's really all the checking that we have to do. So now we'll just start up engines and get them warm, and then we will be off. So we are on passage to Guadeloupe, which is right there. We just left Antigua. We've been in Antigua almost a month. Really enjoyed it. It was a great place. I'm sure we'll be stopping through there on our way back to the US next season. Guadeloupe looks like a really interesting place. It's a very big island, so I think there's a lot to explore. A lot of shoreside stuff, a lot of inland stuff. So really looking forward to checking it out. That and the French food. Missed the French food in St. Martin. Really looking forward to getting some fresh croissants and maybe even some cronuts. Cronuts are the stuff. We're probably about 4 hours out from anchoring. We'll check in, clean up, and then begin to explore Guadeloupe. Where is it? Aaron, where is it?
I didn't get a good shot of this, but Aaron did from the helm. As best we can tell, this was a beaked whale. So cool that we got to see it so close.
Cool. All right, we made it to Guadeloupe. It is very beautiful here. The first anchorage we could get to is called De Hay, and it was chaos. It was full of boats. There was nowhere to park, and so we went down the coast a little ways to this little anchorage, Plage de Petite Anse. And so we're just anchored here. We'll go try to check in tomorrow morning, just because it wasn't worth trying to get, 10 feet from each boat and not hit other boats. So it looks beautiful. There's tons of people on the beach snorkeling, and I think there's a dive center up there. I saw some divers as well. So looking forward to exploring it. I wonder if they have croissants or something like that on shore. I don't know. We got to check in first though. So we're going to go into De Hay, go explore the town, and then we're going to go to Botanical Gardens there. Erin missed the last one. I think that was in Nevis, and so she's really looking forward to checking this out. Fancy meeting you here.
The Botanical Gardens are right near De Hay. They even have a shuttle that runs from town, so it's very easy to get to. At the entrance, there are a few million goldfish for you to feed.
You're throwing one piece at a time? Then you got to throw it all in there and make a feeding frenzy. Oh my gosh.
They didn't seem to like fingers as much as the food you buy at the front desk.
Oh wait.
You can also feed lorikeets. The grounds were made up of tons of massive trees.
That's a banyan tree.
And the plant and flower varieties were extensive.
Wait a second.
They even had flamingos.
Well, that was a great day. What a beautiful botanical garden. We went and had a cool French meal afterwards, and we're back at the boat. One of the things that I love about cruising is the peacefulness that is being at anchor. We generally don't like being in anchorages where there are hundreds of boats. We prefer the quiet, out of the way places like this anchorage. There's just a few boats here. And it's quiet and peaceful. You can hear the waves breaking over there on the rocks, and you get sunsets that are just amazing.
We read about a hike that you could take from Dehe. It was described as more of a rock scramble up a river, but we figured we were all up for the task. The idea was to follow the river until we got to a road, then walk back to town. That's pokey, yeah. I don't think the heavy stuff's gonna come down for a while. So this is a really neat hike. It's not really a trail. We're just scrambling along the river here. There's tons of little pools and stuff like that. We just got doused by a big rainstorm. It's just pleasant. It's really nice. Quiet and fun. Things are a little slippery, so if your balance is not the best, I wouldn't recommend this hike, but man, it is really, really cool. So at the end of this, there's no great place to bail out. You can either backtrack or you can cut through the woods. There's a road up here somewhere, and we're trying to make our way to it. Poor little girls. All right, so this last part kind of sucked. We had to kind of scramble uphill. But if you look at Google Maps and you look at the overhead image, you'll see a clearing. Let's try to hike up to that. And then there's a road on the other side, which will hike back down to town. I'd say if you're not experienced at rock scrambling, I wouldn't do this hike. But if you are, it's very beautiful and worth the time. Woo, we're high up. So that was our first taste of Guadeloupe. Tune in next week where we move down the coast a bit and visit a chocolate farm. Shane wrecks a waterfall TikTok, and I give a quick take on the Nomad tankless diving system. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week.